Hi, good morning everyone. This is CY. Yeah, it has been quite some time since I made my last video, right? Because I've been pretty busy with my orders of the grinders, as well as working with the Seven Sister Coffee in UK, right? To actually collaborate on the dosing funnel, right? So I'm actually helping them to redesign my dosing funnel a little bit by changing, collaborating with them. So I'm going to imprint their logo on the dosing funnel as well. So it's pretty exciting, and really looking forward to working with them, right? So now the production is first batch, so it should be seen on their Instagram very soon. So please check them out if you're in UK, right? The Seven Sisters Coffee, right? Do check them out. Okay, so today I'm going to try to dial in the Bambino, right? Bambino Plus with the Eureka Mignon Specialita, right? So that's the whole purpose of today, right? We're going to pull a few shots and see how good the quality of the espresso can be put based on a very good quality grinder, right? So actually the most important part about the espresso journey is actually to get a decent grinder, and the Eureka Mignon series is a very well built grinder, flat burr, so it's really good for pairing up with your espresso machine if you are using Breville, right? So this is one of the machine that is really very easy to use, and it doesn't come with a built-in grinder, right? So and I have a bit of news on my Breville Barista Pro. Remember that I sold off my Breville Barista Pro last week, and if you have been following my channel, I have a friend Matthew, which is from the United States, right? He's returning to the United States today on Wednesday night, which is today's night, and he's leaving his machine with me, right? Because it is too bulky to bring it back, and the voltage is not really usable in the US. So hence, therefore, you'll see that I have a Barista Pro bag, right? So I'm still considering whether I should buy from him or I should just sell it away, right? This is the local agent set, which comes with 8 months warranty. So I'm still deciding what to do, right? So yep, so this will be something that is on my mind, right? So okay, so let's pull some shots. So my Eureka Mignon Specialita is already pretty much dialed in, so I'm just going to use the existing setting, right? One thing about the Eureka Mignon Specialita is that, yeah, the dial is pretty much set for espresso, and if you want to adjust your espresso setting, you just have to turn your dial knob slightly, so that you don't have to make a very major adjustment. Hence, therefore, I think the Specialita, as compared to the DF64, I think Specialita is more of a dedicated grinder for espresso, whereas the DF64 is more versatile, right? Because of the turn collar design on the DF64, you're able to adjust your grind setting and very clearly of what you want and very quickly, just like the Niche Zero, right? So both grinders are actually similar, the Niche Zero and the DF64, right? Of course, one is a conical burr, the Niche actually is a conical burr grinder, whereas the Specialita is actually a flat the DF64 is actually a flat burr grinder, but they do share a collar turn design and a slightly inclined body, right? So those are quite similar among the two machines. So same thing, let's warm up the machine, right? Switch on. Right, let me get my cup ready. Right, so normally the same thing for switching on of any machine that comes with thermojet. I'll just hold for a while, and then I'll release. Then I'll count maybe 10 seconds. Okay, so this is again the proper warming up procedure for any machine that comes with thermojet. So it's something that I always practice to make sure that my machine can last longer, right? So I'm using the Indonesian beans today, right, which I've roasted on the 9th of April, right, which is about 5 days ago, right? So the beans are, let me show you the beans, right? It is roasted to medium, right? So you can see, right, it is not really dark, right? It's roasted to medium, and after placing for 5 days, you can see that there's a bit of coffee oil that's already on the surface, right? So I'm going to try to use these beans, and also I'm going to try the retention on the Specialita, right? So okay, let's do it. Right, okay, let's weigh some beans, right? I'm going to use the built-in, the polyfilter that comes with the Bambino Plus, right? You have noticed that I've already removed the plastic inlay piece, right? This piece, some people remove it, some people keep it there, right? I remove it because I don't want to have any plastic in contact with hot water, so that's the reason I remove it. Basically I just have to make sure that I warm up this before I pull any shots. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to insert the filter baskets. Right, single wall double shot basket, and again I'm just going to run hot water through it. Right, so same thing as the Barista Pro, right? The Bambino Plus will not get heated up, right? Because you lock up the portafilter there. So you have to flush water through it in order to get the portafilter hot. Right, so let me use my dosing funnel, right? Let's weigh it. Right, let's dose about 18 grams. Right, exactly 18 grams. Right, so let's try to Right, so I'm getting about 17.7 grams back, so there's a bit of a retention, about 0.3 grams of retention, right? Okay, so and I didn't install any bellow to actually blow out, and the grind is actually very fluffy, as you can see from here, right? You can see that it's actually protruding out, right? So that shows how fluffy the ground is, right? So one good thing about my dosing funnel is, right, while it is still clip on, I can actually try to actually tamp it down, right? Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute it. Right, the filter basket from Breville with a double shot should be able to take about 18 grams. Right, I don't think they can take up to 20 grams. Right, I don't think it's possible. Even with 18 grams, it's already, right, very it's filled all the way to the brim, and when you try to tamp it, right, it's already hardly moving down. Right, okay, so let's pull some shots. Okay, so let me bring you closer. Right, so this is how I does my shot. Same thing, I will press and hold. Right, before that, let me set my weighing scale. Okay, 0 the weighing scale. Right, okay, normally I'll press and hold for 7 seconds, so I'll start and press. let go. Okay, I'm getting about 40 grams from about 26 seconds. The pull is slightly fast. So I'm just going to try to dial in again for the second shot. And then after that, I'll make 2 cups of latte, right? So let's look at the shot quality. Right, it's pretty amazing, right? Remember, this is from the stock basket from the Breville, right? It's the single wall double shot baskets. Right, so let's redial in again. Right, this time on the adjustment dial, right, I will try to make it finer. Right, so this is when you turn clockwise, it goes finer. Right, so let's measure 18 grams again. All right, let's measure another 18 grams of coffee beans. Oh, the part is stuck there. Right, and one thing about the Bambino Plus is the drip tray is really very tiny, right? So you can't really contain a lot of water there. So when you do flushing, you have to be more careful, right? I'll just use a wet towel, right, to clean up. Then I'll just run a blind shot, right? Alright, so okay, let's measure 18 grams again. Right, in the way that I put my weighing scale here, I can actually dose directly into my dosing cup, and I can actually measure exactly how much I want to dose. Right, so it's a pretty awesome combination if you do it this way. Okay, that's about 17 grams. Okay. Okay, that's a bit too much. Okay, 17.9 grams should be okay. Alright, so let's try again. Right, okay, without the bellow, right, you can see that I'm only getting about 17.5 grams back. So there's another 0.5 grams of retention. So that's the retention on the Eureka Mignon Specialita, right? So if you're thinking of getting the Eureka Mignon, right, the retention will be less than a gram, right? But will not be close to what the niche is capable of, right? The niche is already 0 retention. Almost consistently, I've been getting like 0.1 gram or at the most 0.2 grams of retention, right? So it's pretty awesome grinder. Right, let's pull a second shot. Right, so same thing, make sure you zero it. Right, press and hold, start, Press and hold for 7 seconds. Release. "27, 28, 29, 30. Right, that's about 36.4 grams of espresso liquid. So this is almost as perfect as you can get if you are using the 1:2 ratio, right? So I think we have pretty much dialed in the beans. So now let's froth some milk. Okay, let me bring you closer, right? Right, so to froth the milk, right, today I'm going to give the UHT milk a second try. Right, this is what you can buy from the counter and not from the refrigerated section. Right, this is kept at room temperature and now it's being chilled in the fridge. So I'm going to try this again to see whether I can achieve the kind of froth. Right, and on the Bambino Plus, there's actually 3 settings for the amount of froth, amount of foam that you want. Right, as you can see down here, right, you can actually choose a setting. This is the second medium setting, the third setting. Usually I'll go for the medium, which is slightly towards the cappuccino kind of form. So it will be slightly harder for you to make a latte art if you are using the auto milk frothing function, but let's give it a try. Make sure that your cup touches the temperature sensor there. I mean your pitcher. So now you just have to press and you'll start to, oh wait, I pressed the wrong button. Second, and you froth with steam. And now you just have to wait, right? And it's done. Right, be careful, don't remove your cup when the steaming is still done, because they can actually, the steam one is actually still ejecting the steam, and if you remove it immediately, the milk will get squirted out of the place. Right, so immediately I'm going to wipe it down, right, and I will not push the steam one back immediately. I will get ready my cup of water. And you can see the amount of milk that's being purged out. Right, so after that, I'm just going to wipe out again, and I'm just going to run steam again to make sure that all the milk is being purged out. For some reason, the milk steaming function it doesn't activate anymore. Right, let me try to reset the machine. Right, so you can see I'm actually encountering a problem. Right, this problem hasn't occurred before. right? Normally I will be able to steam milk immediately after. Right, so now I'm not really able to do consecutive steaming. Right, so I will find out what's the problem here. But anyway, right, let's check the consistency of the milk. I can see that the UHT milk right. Okay, let's do some latte art. Alright, okay, not too bad. Alright, let's go for the second one. Okay, I may not have steamed enough milk here. Right, because okay, let's try again. Okay, so not the great day for latte art, but I think this will do. Right, so you can see how easy that the Specialita is a grinder that helps you grind in, right, with the Bambino Plus. Right, but currently I think I'm not too sure what is actually wrong with my Bambino Plus, right? I'm not too sure any one of you have experienced this before, right? Immediately after steaming, right, the steam cannot be activated the second time consecutively. So if you know the reason for this, maybe you would like to tell me in the comment section down below. Right, so again, this is CY, right? I hope you have find this dialing in on the Specialita interesting, right? So if you're first time joining my channel, this is CY once again. My channel is all about having fun making coffee, right? And if you like my videos, please do consider subscribing to my channel and like my videos and share among your friends who are also fellow coffee lovers, right? And remember to ring the bell, right, if you want to stay updated on all my future video releases. And of course, have a nice day and see you very soon. This is a after shot video, so I just realized that just now my Bambino Plus is not working. I cannot purge the steam second time. It's actually because my water reservoir has run out of water, right? So that's why only the two buttons here, right, the two indicator here will be lighted up. The three buttons light will be off. That's actually to show that the reservoir is out of water. And now if I press the steam button, I can see that it's activated immediately. Right, so if your steam won't stop working and you can't pull shots, don't panic like what I've done just now, right? It's actually because the reservoir is out of water, right? You just have to top up the water, right? And everything will be back to normal, right? So see one more thing, right? I've just tasted the milk, right? Don't buy UHT milk, right? The UHT milk really doesn't produce, doesn't give this enough sweetness. I just don't know why, right? Maybe the milk, the fat content is different. So get the fresh full cream milk, right, from the supermarket in the refrigerator section, right? Don't get the UHT milk, right? The milk doesn't taste as good as the full cream refrigerated fresh milk, right? So get that. See you very soon.